All right, guys, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. Back with another Sebastian Rogers video. This one you're probably not going to like, but it is what it is. It's the truth. And don't think you're going to like it. But basically, right now, as far as the investigation goes, I think that we are going to be in a holding pattern if you know anything about the Summer Wells case. I think we're just, right now, we're in a holding pattern until something happens, until more information comes out from law enforcement. They get a break, you know, anything like that. And again, just because they do, or they end up getting a break, maybe even a good break, doesn't mean we're going to hear anything. Like I said, more than likely in this investigation, if something really big happens, we're not going to find out about it until somebody has already been arrested. Now, there's enough people out there covering it, you know, like boots on the ground, people covering the case out there, where, you know, we may hear something on YouTube if there's a large police presence, you know, somewhere. You know, that could happen. So, you know, just stay, I mean, it's a fluid investigation. A lot of times YouTubers will break news way before, you know, mainstream media does. So, you know, Lord, Nancy, you know, was it Nancy Grace is talking about stuff that happened 2 weeks ago. Poor girl. Anyway, but right now, the way I take it, there's, you know, there must not be enough proof that anyone is connected to Sebastian's disappearance, because there's no arrest made. You know, everybody's like, how come no arrest has been made, or, you know, this or that? Because right now there must not be enough proof that anyone's connected to Sebastian's disappearance. So that's my opinion, guys. That's my opinion. And I figured out that a lot of people are, they're definitely not trusting in the TBI. Yeah, the TBI is helping in this case. TBI is helping in the Summer Wells case. And a lot of people, you know, especially in Tennessee, a lot of people are not too trusting in the TBI. And that all stems back from the Holly Bobo case. You know, in the Holly Bobo case, if you're not familiar with that, it was a nursing student here in Tennessee, I think Middle Tennessee to be exact. And she disappeared. A lot of people had information pointing to certain individuals, and turns out TBI, you know, failed to look at those tips. Let's just say they got shuffled under the paperwork, and something happened. Oh yeah, I think some private investigators got involved with looking at these people, and then the TBI decided, oh, well, hey, you might be onto something, and kind of like stole their, it's like these private investigators done all the work for TBI, and TBI took the credit for it. And come to find out, TBI really dropped the ball and put the information on these individuals. They like shuffled it under all the paperwork and just didn't even look at it. And anyway, TBI come under intense scrutiny over that. So, and a lot of people haven't forgot about that here in Tennessee. So you've got a lot of people that are like, you know, not too trusting in the TBI. TBI doesn't really have a great track record after the Holly Bobo case, you know. And again, you know, if you already got Summer Wells in Tennessee, which that's still unsolved, and then you got this one, Sebastian Rogers, I mean, if the TBI goes 0 for 2 a year from now on both these cases, it's not looking good for their investigative abilities. You know what I mean? So let me know what you all think on that. Oh, and the guy that worked for the TBI, when he was on the stand and they were, you know, grilling him about dropping the ball on the Holly Bobo case, he said that the TBI is just a very, very small agency and they were overwhelmed with everything. And I'm sitting there going, wait a minute. I thought the TBI was this huge state agency. You know, because I'm thinking if they have to help out all the local police departments in the state of Tennessee, surely the TBI would be somewhat of a bigger agency, you know what I mean? But the way this TBI agent spoke in the Holly Bobo case on the stand when they was grilling him about dropping the ball, he said, well, we're just a small agency and we got overwhelmed and, you know, mistakes happened. And I'll have to deal with that the rest of my career. So what's going on, you know? I mean, what's going on with the TBI? I mean, in my opinion, I don't think they're a small agency. I don't think they're small at all. I mean, maybe nobody wants to work for you. That may be the case. Maybe nobody wants to work for them after the Holly Bobo case because they got such a bad reputation. Now that might be the part that TBI is struggling with. They may not have staff. They may be understaffed because, you know, who would want to go to work for TBI after dropping the ball in the Holly Bobo case? You know what I mean? So that being said, a lot of people are asking, you know, did Sebastian maybe get in an argument, an altercation, and leave, you know? So, you know, would Sebastian lock the door behind him on the way out? I doubt it. I doubt it. You know, if I was in a situation to where I just wanted out of the house and just get gone away from everybody, I'm not going to take the time to lock the door behind me on the way out, right? But then people are like, so these are just scenarios I'm going over, guys, just to hit on these scenarios for people who've commented. And people are like, well, what if they locked Sebastian out of the house? Okay. And I thought, you know, that's a possibility. So, if they lock Sebastian out of the house, my question is, you know, with Sebastian having autism and stuff like that, would Sebastian seek help? You know, would Sebastian ask for help? I don't know the answer to that. I really don't know the answer to that. Maybe you guys that are familiar, if you're watching this and you're familiar with kids who have autism, maybe you can chime in and give me your opinion on that. You know, because that's a good question. I mean, what if they lock Sebastian out in, you know, an argument or, you know, or whatever? What if they locked him out of the house and, you know, Sebastian just decided, well, you know, screw you guys, I'm leaving. But thing is, I mean, he wouldn't have any resource. Like, you know, they're saying he was probably barefooted. So yeah, my question is, you know, would Sebastian have an autism if he needed the help? I mean, would he ask for it? Would he go to someone's house, knock on their door and say, I need help? You know, would he ask a stranger walking down the street, you know, the next day if he was locked out of the house? Would he ask a stranger for help? And this is just, you know, if he didn't end up in a pond or a creek, you know, a river or something like that. You know what I mean? So you guys that know people with autism, please chime in on that. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on that. And other than that, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you on this video. Again, it's not what you want to hear, but unfortunately, I think the until something happens, the investigation's in a holding pattern. We're all in a holding pattern, and you know, all we can do at this point is just, you know, talk and discuss the case amongst each other until something breaks, you know, or something new comes out. So I mean, that's, you know, that's basically all I got for you, and some stuff to think about and some stuff to chime in with your thoughts and opinions. So please leave your comments below on that. Thanks for tuning in, and you know, just keep paying attention to YouTube. Like I said, I think it'll be the YouTubers that really, if there's any breaking news, I think the YouTubers will get it first, and then, you know, the mainstream media will break it. That's normally how some of this has been, most of it's been playing out anyway, I've noticed. So, you know, keep your eyes and ears glued to the news, and when something breaks, we'll know it. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next video.